The 16th of May 2018 Islamabad, the Avenfield reference trial against former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and members of his family has entered its final phase as the Accountability Court of Islamabad on Tuesday decided to issue questionnaires to the accused on Wednesday. Today, the court has decided to initiate the process under Section 342 of the Criminal Procedure Code, CrPC, in which the accused is given an opportunity to defend herself before issuance of the final verdict. Accountability Judge Mohammed Bashir will formulate questionnaires for Mr. Sharif, his daughter Maryam Nawaz and son-in-law retired Captain Mohammed Safdar as an advanced intimation to their statements under Section 342 of the CrPC. Head of the prosecution Sardar Muzaffar Abbasi of the National Accountability Bureau (NAB) had requested the court that, because all the prosecution witnesses in the Avenfield properties reference had testified before the court and had also been cross-examined, therefore, it was necessary to proceed under Section 342 of the CrPC. The counsel for the Sharif family, however, insisted that the court should initiate the process after recording of testimony of all the prosecution witnesses in the other two references, about Al Azizia and Flagship Investment. Pointed out that the Islamabad High Court (IHC) on December 4, 2017 had dismissed an application of Mr. Sharif for joint trial and joint framing of charges in the three references. In the application, the counsel for Mr. Sharif had expressed his apprehension that separate recording of statements in the three corruption references and cross-examination would expose their defense. About this apprehension, the IHC bench had said the petitioner could file an application with the trial court seeking joint cross-examination of the prosecution witnesses who were common in the three references. Meanwhile, prosecution witness Wajid Zia, who was head of the Supreme Court-appointed Joint Investigation Team (JIT), concluded his statement in the Al Azizia Hill Metal Establishment (HME) reference. Mr. Zia testified that the total earnings of the Hill Metal Establishment (HME) from 2010 to 2015 were $9.9 million, out of which Hussein Nawaz gifted $8.9 million to Nawaz Sharif, that is 88% of profit of the HME. This showed that Mr. Sharif was the significant beneficial owner of HME, which was ostensibly owned by Hussein Nawaz but who was practically reduced to the status of Mr. Sharif's spendthrift. The witness told the court that the JIT asked Mr. Hussein to provide financial statements and other documents like articles of memorandum of association and details of loans of HME to justify that he was able to give huge sums of money to his father, but he did not. This led the JIT to conclude that HME was not in a position to give huge sums of money, which was why Mr. Hussein was concealing the financial statements and other documents. Mr. Zia said there was no correlation between the profit loss and the amount being sent by Mr. Hussein to his father in 2010. In 2010, HME made a profit of about $588,000, whereas Mr. Hussein in the same year sent $1.5 million to his father. Mr. Z said that, in 2015 HME suffered a loss of $1.5 million, whereas Mr. Hussein in the same year gifted $2.1 million to his father.